Yo, sup with y'all boys and girls, man. Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on December 16th, 2022, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Drop y'all like down in the comments as well. As you know, I love going through, seeing y'all like in the comments. But if you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, as well as best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out, pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab, and that's where you'll find best bets from the top handicappers in the world. Link to my $15 NBA Jam session plays in the description. That is my best bet in the NBA every night, man. We bounced back, had a winner last night with the Memphis Grizzlies in a no sweat, man. They took the Bucks behind the shed. Love to see it, man. Great bounce back night last night. We also went 4-0 in the Jam session, man. What a great night it was in the NBA. Want to stay red hot. Scoop up my best bet tonight. Link is in the description, $15. We've hit 10 of our last 12 on that Jam session play, man. Red hot, man. Like I said, 10 of our last 12, including a winner last night in a no sweat with the Grizzlies. So scoop that up, my $15 NBA Jam session play. Also, don't be afraid of the long term, man. I got long-term packages. Save yourself some money without having to buy all my plays individually. You can scoop up a long-term package, man. I offer 3-day, 7-day, monthly, seasonal, however you want to do it, man, yearly. Offer all different type of packages, man. Save yourself some money in the long run. Scoop up one of those. Follow me on Twitter, Parlay Guy J. That's where I release my parlay of the day. I will release one today, for real. I will release one today. We got 10 games. We got enough games to do so. And that's also where I can update y'all on any late injury news. And if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, I can update y'all on that as well. So follow me on Twitter for that. I know I've been rambling, man. Let's get into tonight's NBA action, man. Let's make some money tonight. Decent-sized card, a lot of good games. Without further ado, man, let's hop right into it. Let's make some money tonight. All right, in our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Atlanta Hawks on the road facing the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte is actually favored, laying 2, total 234. And I think Charlotte is probably favored for good reason, man. They do have LaMelo Ball back in this one. They are at home. And I'll go ahead and lay the 2 with them here. We're going to continue to fade the Hawks. We've been fading the Hawks. The Hawks are in a slump right now, and I don't think they get out of it, not even for this one. I don't love the scheduling spot for the Hawks at all either. This will be their 5th straight. No, not straight. This will be their 5th road game in 6 games. Y'all know how I feel about those spots. The one win in their last 5 games that they have was at home against Chicago in a game where they shouldn't have won that one either. They won with 0.5 seconds on the clock. They threw a lob to the rim in a game that the Bulls should have already won. But the Hawks got it done in that one. They won that one. But like I said, that one was at home. The other 4 in their last 5 were all on the road. They got losses in there to the Magic, 135-124. Memphis beat them handily, 128-103. Brooklyn beat them, 120-116. And the Knicks beat them, 113-89. Hawks really struggling right now, especially on the road. The Hornets getting healthier. They got their best player back on the LaMelo Ball. They're at home. Not my favorite game on the board tonight, but if I were betting in this one, I'm on the Hornets here in this match. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Sacramento Kings on the road facing the Detroit Pistons. Sacramento road favorites laying 5, total 238.5. Y'all know Sacramento has been one of my favorite money-making teams all season long, man. 17-10 ATS. But the Pistons, they haven't been that awful against the spread either. They actually have a positive record ATS, 15-12-3. So they've been covering some spreads this season, the Pistons. And I think they cover another one here tonight, man. I'm going to grab the Pistons plus the 5. I'm going to fade my Sacramento Kings, man. I'm not in love with the spot for them here tonight. This will be their 6th straight road game for this Kings team. And y'all know how I feel about spots like that. I don't want to be laying points with the Kings on their 6th straight road game. Also, I think this could be a huge letdown spot for the Kings. I would not be shocked in the slightest if the Pistons won this game, man. Let me list off the Kings' last schedule, man. They played Milwaukee, Cleveland, New York, Philly, and Toronto, all on the road. Now you're still on the road and play a Pistons team, man. You're playing down to some competition after facing some upper echelon teams in the NBA. Now you got to drop down on the road and play the Pistons. I just don't love the spot for them. I think it could be a huge letdown spot. And I'm just going to grab the points with the home team in this one. I know the Pistons are on the road a lot lately, but they were at home on the 11th against the Lakers. They lost that one. And I just think they can keep this one competitive here with the Kings at home. Kings on their 6th straight road game. Just doesn't seem like a good spot to be laying points with them. So I grab my 5 here with the Pistons in this matchup. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Orlando Magic on the road facing the Boston Celtics. Celtics home favorites laying 13.5, total 228.5. Short, sweet, and simple in this one, man. I know Boston has looked like the best team in the NBA. I know they've been dominant, but I'm not laying no damn 13.5. Give me the Magic plus the points. The Magic been hooping lately, man. I know, granted, I will say this, all these games have been at home where the Magic have played their best basketball all season. I know this is still the Magic, but this Magic team has won 4 straight games, man. They're playing really good basketball right now. They beat the Hawks, beat Toronto twice, and beat the Clippers, and kept it pretty competitive with Milwaukee. They're playing some good basketball right now, man. If you're going to give me 13.5, I'm going to take them every day of the week, especially with a team playing that well. I know Boston is dominant, bro, but I'm not laying 13.5. Boston also coming off of a long road trip themselves. They just played, like 5 or 6 games on the road straight. They came out, they did okay in that. They did win their last one against the Lakers, 122-118 in overtime. They won 3 of those last 5. They are back at home here in this one where they haven't been in a while. But I just do not think they're in blowout mode here tonight after that long road trip against the Magic. In my opinion, I think they just want to get the win and get out of here. I do think they win it. They probably win it comfortably, like 7 or 8. But 13.5 is crazy, especially for a Magic team, like I said, that has been playing better here recently. They've won 4 straight. Granted, I know they were at home, and the Magic play their better basketball at home. On the road this season, they have been almost awful. But they're playing good right now, man. I think they can keep it way more competitive than 13.5. So give me the Magic. I'll grab the points here with them in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Indiana Pacers on the road facing the Cleveland Cavs. Cleveland home favorites laying 8, total 223. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay the points here with Cleveland at home. We know Cleveland goes crazy at home. That's where they play their best basketball. They just dismantled the Mavs in their last game on the road, 105-90. Now they return home to, like I said, where they play their best basketball, where they have been dominant all season long. I'll lay the 8. I know the Pacers won their last game against Golden State, but that was Golden State on the road. We know how awful the Warriors are on the road this season. The Pacers, they've only won 2 of their last 5. They're coming off of a long homestand. They just play, 4 straight games at home. They split, went 2-2. I'm not in love with the spot, man, for them. Like I said, coming off that homestand on the road, facing one of the best home cover teams in the league in the Cleveland Cavs. Don't love the spot at all for Indiana. I'll lay the points with Cleveland. I just think they continue to defend home court, continue to be dominant, and I'm not stepping in front of them right now. Like I said, they just dismantled the Mavs on the road, 105-90. I think the same thing could be in order here at home where they play the best basketball against the Pacers. So I'll lay the points here with Cleveland here in this matchup. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Golden State Warriors on the road facing the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly laying 8, total 225. And I'm pretty sure by now most of y'all have heard the news. Stephen Curry will be sidelined for probably a month. Really unfortunate news, terrible news. News I do not like to hear, man. Stephen Curry, one of the most electric players in the NBA, one of my favorite players, man. He can hit a shot from the parking lot. Out for a month for a Golden State team that's already been struggling, man. 14-15 on the season, and they've been awful on the road, and that's where they find themselves here tonight without their best player, man. And I don't think it bodes well. We're just gonna go ahead and lay the points with Philly here in this one. Golden State with Curry has been awful on the road. I can only imagine them without him on the road. I don't think it's gonna bode well for them. Still no Wiggins either for the Golden State Warriors. Looks like Draymond is day-to-day as well tonight. I don't think he even plays tonight. This one could be over ugly. Philadelphia has been in that mode here recently, man. They're starting to get back healthy. Maxey is still out for the Sixers, man. He'll be reevaluated here soon. But the Sixers, man, they've won 3 straight. This will be their 4th straight home game. They win another one. Granted, the competition hasn't been the best. The Lakers, Charlotte, Sacramento. But this one isn't the best either. Like I said, Golden State without Curry, and they're on the road where they've been awful all season, man. I just feel like we just got to go ahead and lay it with the Sixers here in this one. Unfortunate for Golden State. Hopefully Curry rehabs and comes back healthy, man, and the same Curry we know. But unfortunate news for the Warriors, and we'll lay the points with the 76ers here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Brooklyn Nets on the road facing the Toronto Raptors. Brooklyn laying 1, total 226.5. For me in this one, man, I know Brooklyn has been hot, man. They've won 4 of the last 5, including 4 straight. Granted, I'm not overly in love with their competition in that span. They played the Pacers, the Wizards, the Hornets, and the Atlanta Hawks. The game before that, they did lose to the Boston Celtics, but they've won 4 of the last 5. They can only play who's in front of them, and they've taken care of them. Here tonight, though, I don't necessarily love the spot for the Nets. This will be their 3rd straight road game. And for that reason, I'm going to fade them, man. I'm going to take the Raptors on the money line. I will say this. The Raptors are on the do not bet list, man. They have been awful here recently. They've only won 1 of the last 5. They are on the do not bet list, but they're only on the do not bet list on the road. At home, we typically look to take them. They haven't been good at home here recently either. I will say that, but I think tonight could just be a get-right spot for the Raptors here at home, a bounce-back spot for the Raptors here at home. I think they do get this win here tonight. They desperately need it, and I think they get it. If they don't, they're going to be on the mainstay on the do-not-bet list for a while. This will be unacceptable. This will be they would have only won 1 of their last 6 games if they dropped this one here tonight. I think the Raptors, though, in front of their home fans, in front of their whole country, I think they get this one done. I don't necessarily like the Nets on the road. They have been playing better after firing Nash. They're back positive on the season. They're starting to look like the Nets team we always thought that they would be. But I'm not in love with the spot for them here tonight, especially against a Raptors team who desperately is in need of a win. I think the Raptors get it done here tonight. Give me the Raptors on the money line. If they don't get it done, they're a mainstay on the do not bet list, though. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the New York Knicks on the road facing the Chicago Bulls. Chicago was favored, laying 2.5, total 228. And I'm not gonna overthink this one, man. I'm just gonna shoot straight. We're gonna take the Knicks and we're gonna take them on the money line. They're the better team. They're playing the better basketball. Chicago Bulls, I've just come to the conclusion they're just overrated. The books still think that they're gonna turn it around, and I don't think so, man. We're off of this Bulls team. They're on the do not bet list. And we're taking the Knicks on the money line in this one. The Knicks, like I said, have just been playing the better basketball, man. They've won, 5 games straight, playing some really good basketball. They just beat this Bulls team the other day. This is a home and home. These 2 teams played each other 2 days ago. I know how I feel about those home and homes as well. The team that typically wins the first one turns around and typically wins the second one. We saw that yesterday with the Utah Jazz. They won at home in the first one against the Pelicans. They turned around last night and defended home court and won again. This one's a little different because the Knicks are the road team, but the Bulls are just so awful they're going to lose back-to-back games to the same team on their home floor. We're not going to overthink this one. We're just going to take the Knicks on the money line. Think they get it done and they continue to roll, man. One team's playing good basketball, showing some fight. The other one's showing that it's time to blow the whole thing up, man. And that's just how I feel until the Bulls start to show me otherwise. I love the addition of Jalen Brunson for this Knicks, even though it hurt my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. I was telling people for a long time, man, he's underrated. He's a really good addition for any team in the Knicks, man. They did pay him top dollar, but he's producing, man. He's starting to find his legs there in New York. I love the play that I seen for him to end the game the other night against the same Bulls team. Give me the Knicks on the money line, man. I think they keep rolling when they're 6 straight, and we're off the Bulls. They're on the do not bet list. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road facing the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, a.k.a. the Cover Buddies. Cover Buddies are actually favorites in this one, man, laying 2, total 231. Typically, man, I know I've said this a few times this season when we've seen the Thunder as favorites. I love the Thunder in the underdog role. I am terrified of the Thunder laying points on anybody. But for me in this one, that's the play, man. I'm going to lay the points with the Thunder. I typically don't lay points with bad teams, and the Thunder are that. I love getting points with the Thunder, but laying points with bad teams is a tough spot for me. But in this matchup, 2 bad teams, we're going to lay the points with the Thunder. They're at home in this one. They are struggling. They have only won 1 of their last 5. They lost 4 in a row. But the same could really be said for this Timberwolves team. They've lost 3 in a row. They're struggling. This will be the Timberwolves' 5th straight road game. Y'all know how I feel about that as well. The Thunder are coming off of a long road trip. They played at home in their last one that they lost. They did cover the 110-108 against Miami. Before that, they were on the road a lot. They had played like 4 or 5 straight road games. But this will be their second home game in a row for the Thunder. They're playing a banged-up Timberwolves team, man. It looks like, when we go look at the injury report, D'Angelo Russell is day-to-day. Rudy Gobert is day-to-day. You know, I don't love this spot for the Timberwolves, man. Long road trip. You're struggling right now. I can see the Thunder getting a home win here, bouncing back and starting to go on another cover streak. The Thunder are a streaky team. They cover a few games, and they fall off. I think they get back on the cover streak. I think they get a win. We typically don't lay points with Oklahoma City, but we're going to do it here tonight. We're going to continue to fade the number 2 team on my do not bet list, the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've been fading them all season, man. We've been profiting well all season. They're 10-18 against the spread. Terrible against the spread this season. The Thunder Buddies, the cover buddies, 17-11 against the spread this season. They've been money. We're going to ride them here tonight as favorites, and we're going to continue to fade the Timberwolves. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Portland Trail Blazers on the road facing the Dallas Mavs. Mavs laying 3.5, total 222.5. I'm just gonna be honest, man. We're gonna take the Blazers plus the 3.5 because that's what my do not bet list is telling me to do. I gotta save myself for myself sometimes, y'all, too, man. You know, I come on here and tell y'all the truth, man. I gotta save myself for myself sometimes. Every bone in my body wants to lay the points with the Dallas Mavericks, but I will tell y'all that's my favorite team. I might be seeing it through a biased lens, hence why I have systems like a do not bet list. And I can't take the Mavs here tonight, man. I just can't do it, even though I want to. I really want to. Like, there's a part of me that really wants to take the Mavs. I think they win and cover here tonight. But all systems tell me, hell no. I'm just going to be honest, man. The Blazers, one of the best cover teams in the NBA, 19-9 against the spread this season. The exact opposite for this Dallas Mavs team, 9-19 against the spread this season, man. Sheesh, man. The Mavs, when they're laying points, have just been a no-go this season. They've been okay, 14-14, like winning games-wise. But against the spread, they've been one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the NBA against the spread, man. The Blazers, they are hot right now. They've won 4 of their last 5. Granted, I'm not overly in love with their competition. San Antonio, Minnesota twice, and the Pacers are their 4 wins. But they're just playing who's in front of them, man. They've been playing some good basketball. Damian Lillard back in the fold, man. He's been playing on another level, man. Going back to earlier in the season, like I said, when the Blazers were healthy, they had one of the best covers ATS records in the NBA. They were looking like one of the best teams in the NBA, had one of the best records. Damian Lillard got hurt. They went through a little lull. He's now back healthy, man, and they're starting to pick back up that steam. Can't fade the Blazers here. That's why I'm going to take them plus a 3.5. It's the right side to be on, in my opinion. But I'm going to be honest, a bone in my body wants to take the Mavs, but I think I'm just seeing it through biased glasses. So give me the Blazers plus a 3.5 in this one. That's the official play. I don't know, though. I might tweet out later on Twitter that I'm on the Mavs. We'll see. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got the Denver Chicken Nuggets on the road facing the Los Angeles Lakers. Denver laying 1 as road favorites, total 237.5. Before we do anything, y'all know what we got to do for Lakers games. We got to go look at the injury report. And per usual, we know what we're going to find. Anthony Davis and LeBron James are on here as day-to-day. Although today they are listed as both likely to play and probable. So I do think they both play tonight. And they need to play tonight the way they've been playing here recently. They've only won 1 of their last 5 games. They just came off the long road trip. They played at home in their last one to Boston. They lost in overtime, 122-118. The Lakers should have won that game, though. They had that game won, and they just coughed it up. I don't love this spot for them here either against a Nuggets team who has been playing some good basketball here recently themselves. They won 3 straight. Just beat up on the Pistons at home, 141-128. Beat up on the Jazz at home, 115-110. The Jamal Murray winner game against the Portland Trail Blazers on the road, 121-120. I just don't want to fade this Nuggets team right now. We're only laying a bucket, 1.5. I'm on the Nuggets here in this one. I think the Lakers, They will start to win some games here recently, but I told y'all, as I called that their winning streak they were going to go in, I just thought there was more scheduling-wise for the Lakers while they would get some wins. Here recently, they've gone through the gauntlet, man. Their last 5, they played Cleveland. They lost Toronto on the road. They lost Philadelphia on the road. They beat the Pistons on the road and lost to the Celtics at home. You know, that's just the level of competition, man. The Lakers are not a good team. They're a middle-of-the-pack team. They typically lose to the teams that they're supposed to, typically beat their teams that they're supposed to beat. I think the Nuggets come in here and get a road win over this Los Angeles Lakers team. Give me the Nuggets. I'll lay the points with them here on the road. And that's going to conclude tonight's NBA Jam session on December 16th, 2022, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your boy, man. Subscribe if you're new. Drop what y'all like down in the comments as well. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like in the comments. But if you're looking for my best bets, the best that I'm placing tonight, as well as best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out, Pickdawgz.com. Click the premium picks tab. That's where you'll find best bets from the top handicappers in the world. Link to my $15 NBA Jam session plays in the description. We bounced back last night, had a winner in a blowout fashion with the Memphis Grizzlies, man. We're still red hot on that jam session play, man. We've hit 10 of our last 12. We're seeing the NBA really well, especially on that jam session play. So scoop that up, $15, man. Let's make some money tonight. Let's try to stay red hot. We were 4-0 last night on the jam session. We hit every game. I don't know if we do that tonight, man, but we're definitely going to try to. Again, thank y'all for watching, man. Follow me on Twitter. I update y'all on injury news, any late information coming out of the association, and I'll mess around and drop a parlay today. We got a good enough size card that I should be able to do that today. So follow me on Twitter for all that good stuff, man. Again, let's make some money tonight. Thank y'all for watching. It's been your boy Jay Briggs. Talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments. See y'all tomorrow. Let's make some money. I'm out.